When I was in high school, this is how we talked about drugs. This is your brain. And this is your brain on drugs. And this is your brain on drugs. Any questions? And that's how we talked about it. We didn't learn anything. We didn't understand why. We didn't know how to ask our friends who were going through issues what was going on or how we could be helpful. We got those kind of commercials. And the conversation today, it honestly hasn't really changed. Some of you guys, you don't do drugs, you don't drink, but you know people who do. And for some of you, you do these things and you don't want anyone to know about it. And then there are some of you who drink or do drugs or mess around with substances and you don't care who knows, you're gonna do it anyway. And the reason why this stuff happens, it's different for a lot of you. Some of you do it because you're bored or because you want a confidence boost. Some of you guys do it because you've got a bad group of friends and that's just what you do. And for some of you guys, you're dealing with things, you're going through issues, you've got trauma, something's happened in your life and you're using this to cope. I honestly believe one of the biggest reasons why so many people are flocking towards substances is because of detachment.
Culturally, people are being affected by detachment. And I think that that plays a huge part in where we are at today with the substance abuse pandemic, is all of these things in our lives that are designed to make us more efficient or more connected are actually making us less human and less connected than we have ever been before. And I think that that detachment that's happening is programming people to seek forms of medication. And it isn't always substance abuse. Sometimes it's technology. Sometimes it's bad relationships. It's anything that allows you to detach and not have to feel present. So what's so scary for me is I truly believe that we are priming an entire generation for substance abuse, and we are sending them out into a world where drugs are more deadly and they're more addictive than they have ever been before.
So whether it's Netflix or apps on your phone or the foods that we eat, we're all living in this culture of addiction. And the scary part about substances is that they're more addictive than ever, they're more powerful than ever, and they're easier to get than ever. Talk to any principal today and they'll tell you that vaping is an epidemic. They'll tell you that the opioid crisis is something that is really impacting their communities. This is something that's happening in high schools all across America. And one of the scariest things is a lot of us have no idea how to talk about it.
So I was a person who turned to substance abuse as a result of trauma, which we see all too often. I truly believe that what drives addiction is underlying emotional pain and trauma. And it doesn't always have to look like what I experienced living through the Columbine tragedy and being injured. Oftentimes emotional pain can be your parents going through a divorce. It can be early childhood abuse. It can present in a number of different ways, but substance abuse is always a symptom of something else. And so oftentimes people would approach me from the perspective of you need to stop using drugs and alcohol, when the truth was I needed to heal what was inside of me that hadn't been healed. I was medicating that. And so oftentimes it's going deeper than you need to stop drinking or you need to stop using drugs. Let's look at what's motivating the person to act that way, and let's talk about that.
Some of you watching this, you've got friends who are struggling, going through something difficult, or maybe it's a family member. The first place that you have to start is having a conversation with them about why, and then trying to help and encourage them to go get real help. Go talk to someone who is a professional. And for some of you, your friends are in a position where it's bad enough where you need to talk to an adult. You need to help them get help because they can't see how to do that for themselves. Some of you watching this, you are struggling. You're using things to cope with some sort of trauma or emotional pain. My advice to you would be talk to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a teacher or your school counselor. Some of you guys are right at that line where if you don't talk to someone today, it's gonna make it really difficult for you to have the life that you want tomorrow. Some of you watching this, you are the problem. You are the one bringing these things into your school. And if that's you, you're the one who's bringing these things into your school, start with a conversation about why. Why is this important to you? What void are these things filling in your life? And why is it so important for you to bring other people with you into this lifestyle? If we're gonna make any difference in our schools, if we're gonna make any headway with making these things better, the first place it has to start is with an honest conversation around why.
You're watching POJO News. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jack. Hey SHS, all library books are due Friday, May 2nd. Please start looking for your books and get those turned in. You can drop them off in the library bucket outside the library doors, or give it to Miss Gilly, or her amazing library aides.
Not sure if your library book out? Please check with Miss Gilly. She would love to help you. If you know you've lost your book, again, please go see Miss Gilly as soon as possible to get this taken care of. Thank you.
We will be hosting our first STEAM fair on May 13th, 2025, from 5 to 8 p.m. in the SHS cafeteria. If you have any big ideas or curiosity you can't shake, this is your chance to turn it into a project and share it with the world. You can work solo or with friends and invent something new. Join the STEAM fair and let your passion take center stage. Any student, 7th to 12th grade, is invited to participate. Students may work in a group of up to 4. Only one person from each group needs to fill out the registration form. The deadline for all forms has now been extended. All forms are now due by April 18th. Scan the QR code on the screen or on flyers around the school.
Come join us Saturday, May 17th, 2025 in the small gym for one last blood drive. You must be 16 with a signed permission slip to donate. Forms must be completed and or with your parent present date of. 17 and up do not need a permission slip. This is a community blood drive, so bring your family. Scan and share the QR code below to sign up for a time slot. This blood drive is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Don't you love Sonic's cheeseburgers, mozzarella sticks, and Sonic Blasts? What about a cherry limeade, slush, or ocean water? You can support SHS chapter at Taffy and have a great meal at the same time by visiting Sonic today, Tuesday, April 15th. They have agreed to donate 10% of their profits on Tuesday back to Taffy.
And now for the word of the week.
The word of the week is assiduous. Hardworking, diligent. The construction workers built the skyscraper during 2 years of assiduous labor.
2025 Six Flags Senior Field Trip on Friday, May 16, 2025, in Six Flags Arlington for seniors only. Permission slips and money are due by April 25th, 2025. Scan the QR code on the screen for payment, and see Miss Jacoby in room 129 or Miss Musselman in room 222 for a permission slip.
College Meningitis Vaccine Clinic presented to you by Parker County Hospital District, located in the Springtown High School, on Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, from 8 to 11 a.m. For more detailed information regarding the vaccines to be given, scan this QR code on the screen. Students will need to pick up a form for the vaccination.
Looking ahead, April 16th, Biology EOC. April 18th, Staff Student Holiday. April 21st, Staff Workday / Student Holiday. April 23rd, U.S. History EOC. April 29th, Algebra 1 EOC. May 5th through 9th, Teacher Appreciation Week. May 5th, TSI testing. May 22nd, last day of school. May 22nd, Class of 2025 graduation.
Now for the pledges and moment of silence.
Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for the moment of silence.
Don't forget, it's a great day to be a porcupine.